Okay, we'll do this again. I was originally, I was recording, and then I kind of lost my train of thought. I was trying to remember what the hell I was talking about from the last video, but I guess first I'll start by saying I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing another, I guess, Rumble the Mad God back in the background kind of video, but it did very well, so I'll do it again. And two, I was hoping that I was gonna record an Alien Isolation episode and kind of, oh, holy shit. I don't know. I still want to try to make this into some gaming channel, just at least for fun. Play games that I want to play and also make content. Not that I'm expecting to become some crazy content creator, but honestly, that may be an interesting idea. Um, because okay, well, the topic of this video was going to be about passion for life, and at least that's generally what I've been just thinking about recently. Uh, what that's tier 11, but at least as these videos will typically go, I will. Oh, almost lost my character. I will talk about, I guess, general life updates, and then go into talking about whatever the hell's been on my mind, or go into a bunch of side tangents about my life updates. Owie. Good heavens. Ow. And I will also be trying to practice my public speaking. I was scrolling, or rather buffering through the my last video to try to remember where I left off or what exactly I had talked about so I don't repeat myself exactly, or I guess at least get some sort of frame of reference for what I talked about in the last video. And I do recall what I talked about, and fortunately, I am not as stressed out as I was in that last video about my one, brand image at work, two, that's better. I guess that was the biggest thing, actually. There were some things with my girlfriend's friends I was concerned about, but I think I come off as a nice enough person. I'll just start yapping. Let's just get into shit. I think where we left off, though, the biggest thing was 2 weekends ago, my girlfriend's summer party that I was obviously invited to, and obviously all her other friends were invited to, or her friends and her friends' friends, and yeah, I don't know. Uh, and that was a lot of fun. I had helped set up. Hopefully I'm not. Oh, I don't think I'm repeating myself because I remember I remember some awkward cutting to cut my girlfriend's name out because I had said her name by accident. But yeah, it was a fun party. I am realizing I am in a desperate need for in-person human connection. So, oh, would you look at that? Just upgrades, upgrades, people, upgrades. And so that was good. A lot of if I didn't mention it before, a lot of her friends had beef with me for things I'd done, and rightfully so. And very fortunately enough, after a very quick, not sure to phrase it, but within 10-15 minutes of us having met up again, because I met some of them. One specific friend, she was very friendly to me before, and then I broke her trust by being a bad boyfriend, And then after I had met her again at that party and we were, I guess, just talking, she was like, not like, oh my god, I said like. She texted my girlfriend and was like, okay, beef over. And I was very surprised because I did not think it would be that easy for me to redeem myself. Not to say that I have fully redeemed myself, because I'm sure there's still some lingering uh, resentment, which is, again, completely fair. But in any case, now I'm on better terms with my girlfriend's friends, thankfully. And yeah, the party itself was a lot of fun. I didn't get drunk enough. I think my girlfriend wanted me to get drunker. Hashtag bad influence. Uh, but it was fun. Played. Need to stop stuttering, stop stammering. We're working on that. Played this game called The Mole, which was a social deduction game where one person knows the location, or one person does not know the location, and everyone else knows the location. And you ask everyone, "Oh, what the fuck? That was strange." And then everyone asks each other questions, and it's like, "Oh, I keep saying like," but had to figure out who doesn't know the location, and you take turns and you pick cards and you ask each people or each people some you ask people questions about the location, as in, would you take someone on a first date here? And the locations were, for example, brothel, zombie apocalypse, crashing airplane, the Rapture. I'm not even exactly sure what the Rapture is considered to be as a location, but it was very interesting. Not that actually we didn't get that. We didn't get the Rapture as a location, so I'm not exactly sure. There was Roman bathhouse as well. I was thinking, what the hell is a Roman bathhouse? So I was very confused. I was the imposter for that round. In any case, let me go to some. Actually, let me try to just find some hard dungeons and I'll just solo them because, or I'll ping and then maybe people will join. But so oh, see, but yeah, I don't know. I talked to a lot of our friends, met new people, had a good time. Whoa, life potion! Holy shit! And I don't know. It started at 1 o'clock, and it was supposed to end at 8, but people were there until 10 o'clock. But it was vibes. We were playing Boggle online, I think it was, or not exactly sure. I think it was it Boggle? Oh, it was one of those Netflix games, and you were trying to just find as many words as possible in set grid, 4x4 grid, and it was pretty fun. Honestly, I enjoyed it a lot. Time went flying by playing that game. I think we started playing that around 7:30, and then it hit 9:45, and I was like, wait, I thought it was 8 o'clock. It was genuinely a lot of fun. I was I had a lot of fun playing that game, and I don't know. Good time. Oh, good time though. Which dungeon should I do? I'm not sure. Crawling Deaths, Puppet Masters, Encore. The Encore. Well, maybe people will join this. Maybe not. That's fine. So, let me think. Met a lot of new people. Fun summer party. Slightly redeem myself. And then I think I just. The party ended? I'm trying to think. Well, the next day, just helped clean up. And I think worked out with my girlfriend following that. And then that's kind of just normal Sunday, I think. I don't think we did anything too crazy after that. Uh, and then work in the past 2 weeks has been a little slower, which I'm partly thankful for because I'm not dealing with shitty deadlines and learning. I've been kind of burnt out the past 2 weeks. Ow, 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 ow. I think I've been lacking some amount of social connection, or at least maybe it's specifically in reference to. I'm not sure if I'm using that phrasing correctly. That doesn't seem right. I Something's just been feeling off in life for the past 2 weeks, and I think work has. Well, now I'm going to go into a tangent here, but I think how I've operated in life has been me having some set goal, something to work towards. That is to say, that in high school, I had the goal of getting through, I mean, I guess just graduating, really. And I also had insecurities and things that I had a passion for that pushed me forward because being in an Asian household, I was expected to have good grades, do well in school, get into a good college, and I mean I did that. But outside of that, I was just someone who played video games. Well, middle school, high school, I was locked into getting better at Rainbow Six Siege or getting. That's not what I want to say. I guess just enjoying life and also escaping from the incessant grind of school and the expectations that my parents placed on me. And then in college, then it was me trying to figure out how to grow socially, grow as a person, lock into college, and actually be good at my major because I don't know. In high school, I was people talked about me being one of the smartest people in my grade, and I just had glaze as a result of that. And in my hometown, I had these expectations, and outside of that, or I guess moving to a bigger pond, small fish, big pond. I'm actually not sure if that's the right phrase either. I'm kind of out of touch. But in any case, I was just out of my depth, and I've realized that being at tech and, well, actually, I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I graduated from Georgia Tech. But I was just surrounded by people who were very smart, who seemed very much so capable of making new friends very easily, and I was just dealing with a lot of shit from my past, me lacking social skills, having not developed any, and yeah, I guess there's a lot of shit. And I was very fortunate to make some good friends, to have people who were able to support me as friends, and they might still not be aware of the impact that they had on me. But the first 2 years of college were rough, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of I maybe should give more context there, but yeah, first 2 years of college were rough, and I was just going through it. But I was very fortunate to cloth, tornado cloth, large vortex cloth. Oh, good heavens! Tier 10 staff. Ho ho! Increased dexterity. Take that. and wooden boxes, whatever. But yeah, so I mean that's actually kind of beside the point. But basically, in college, I had these goals I was working towards, these things I was working on, and I felt like I had gone through things. And now I've graduated, got a good job, consistent routine, great girlfriend. I'm trying to think. But now I think. I guess my current glitch is just that I okay, new phase of life, having gone through college, graduated my degree, got through these hard times, blah blah whatever, and then having now started work, the thing that I was focusing on was feeling more secure at work, feeling I don't know what the word is. Hmm, I'm trying to describe the feeling because I don't want to describe it. I, the phrases that are coming to mind feel very childish, which doesn't feel fair to myself and how I'm representing myself. But I wanted to fit in, and obviously, actually, I think that's a fair thing to say because anyone wants to fit into whatever social dynamic that they're surrounded by for to, however much of their lives. Like I'm now working more than 40 hours a week, and I'm seeing these people more than my own family and interacting with them more than some friends. And I had no idea how to socialize with them, or at least it was a very new dynamic, and I was just very unsure of myself. And I still had a lot to learn about myself, in all honesty. I'm realizing that, or not realizing, I did realize that there were just so many things I had to work through, but that's still beside the point. Uh, but I learned how to interact with them, how to, oh my gosh, uh, got over my fears of not being a good employee, of not fitting, of not knowing how to. I had a fear of being the odd one out, which I felt like I was for a while, and now I don't feel like that's the case. I was also scared of asking questions and being the dumb one, and I had a fear of asking too many questions, but worked through a lot of stuff to get to a point where I'm now still very much so not knowledgeable, but in a position where I can grow without hating myself, and life feels properly comfortable for the first time in a while. And I never had that feeling before. I always had that. I've always had this notion that something has felt off, that something was off about me, and I could not, for the life of me, put my finger on it. I really was just dealing with a lot of things that I had to put myself out there to discover. That is to say, there were insecurities and traumas that I was running from that I didn't even realize I was running from until I was forcibly put into situations where I had to face them. Because I think anyone can tell when they're not 100% confident in themselves. And of course, that's something you have to be honest with yourself about. But now I feel like I'm very comfortable in my own skin. And the topic of this video, or at least the reason why I'm making it, is because now recently, considering the fact that I've been not struggling the last 2 weeks and things have just been slowing down, I've been lacking passion. And I think that is the next goal that I'm going to be working towards as of now, because I now am in a comfortable routine with work. I'm comfortable where I am with work, as in I know I'm going to be growing. I know I'm going to be taking on new responsibilities and challenges, and I'm confident that I'll be able to face them as I move forward. But now it's a matter of, well, I guess specifically at work, taking on new opportunities and doing the things I know I have to do. Like, I guess that's not a filler use of the word like, but for example, I'll try to start saying is my job has lunch coupons. Oh, rest in peace. And those are essentially free networking opportunities where you can invite someone to lunch, pay for their lunch, and it's just an opportunity for you and one other person to communicate or talk to each other in a setting you wouldn't have had the opportunity to do so before, because how often are you going to be able to just, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could do it. You could just invite someone random out to lunch and pay for their lunch, but well, I guess in this case it's on the company card, so it's kind of like, I don't think that's a filler use of it either, but it just feels better because you're networking and it's something the company acknowledges and pays for and gives you as a opportunity for you to grow, to meet new people, to develop a network of connections. And I haven't. Oh, what? Wow, that's insane. Did not. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, did not expect an 8-8 to die to this dungeon, but or I guess this boss in this phase. But so yeah, I have five. You're given five lunch coupons in a year, and I haven't used a single one, and I really should be taking advantage of them so that I can be developing my network and making connections or figuring out how I can grow in my career and work on my career progression. And that's one thing that I've been really avoiding, and I think that's the main area I need to grow at work. And outside of that, I've been focused on now immersing myself in the gym, because I think one expectation I had coming out of college was that I start working and then I have free time outside of work to just do whatever I want. And in the past, that would have meant just playing video games with my friends, but I think, at least for me, that feeling's kind of changed because I want to grow in other areas of my life, and games don't excite me the way they used to. I I had a passion to grow in Siege, to be good at games, and I think what I'm realizing is that I just had a passion for some, not for something. That was a really weird to phrase that, but I wanted to advance in something meaningful, and now I have work, so that's. Oh my god. Stop doing that. Dangerous. Holy shit. But I have my job to focus on now, so I almost don't feel great about putting so much energy into something else. And it's not that I don't feel good about it because games are still something that are fun, but I it's a lot of energy coming back home and then trying to grind something competitively as opposed to taking a break and letting my brain disengage. So now the thing has been if games aren't able to help me de-stress in the way that they used to, then then what? And what I've been discovering is that or what I've been trying to do more accurately has been push myself to gym more often and that's felt like a better use of my time. But what I'm missing really is in-person connection, or I guess just to say friends. I don't have many friends here now that all my Georgia Tech friends have left, and things aren't the same on Discord, or at least it's not the connection I'm looking for. I do have a lot of online friends, who I'm very grateful for, but it's just not the same. And a part of me wishes I was back in my home staying able to spend time with them because I would definitely enjoy that more than the gaming. But that is unfortunately not real life. So I have to figure out what to do with myself here. And while the gym has felt like a more productive time, I'm realizing what I really need is not a solo physical thing, but a social thing. So, what I've been thinking about doing is, and what I'm just running into walls because there's a treasure room that's hidden. Oh, see, it's right here. You have to look for a gap. Uh, and so now, I guess what I've been trying to do has been trying to find ways to. Oh my god. Oh my, I'm gonna die. Holy shit. I've been trying to find things to replace this passion. Not replace, or I've been trying to find new passion, and God, in the past I was thinking, I got a white bag. Okay, I should put that away. But so, excuse me. But yeah, I've just been trying to partake in activities that might rekindle this passion. I've been trying to find something that feels productive and enjoyable to me, and I'm just thinking now because it just life became really monotonous, and I guess that's the struggle that a lot of people try to work through is finding the meaning in life or finding their own meaning in life maybe more accurately. And oh, spectral penitentiary. Did anyone go in that or did it disappear? Never mind. But the hell. But yeah. So I've been trying to find new hobbies or push myself to do different things to grow in different ways. And one thing I started doing was reading manga again, and I forgot that that was something that I used to enjoy because I don't remember how I got back on it actually. I think I was talking about One Piece with my friend, and I was just like, wait, I should actually just try reading it. And so I did read it, and it was not like it was the most enjoyable thing. It was something that I was just doing. I wasn't engaged with the story. And I think I don't know. I get maybe new One Piece just isn't so exciting to me now. Uh, I mean, they're exploring the lore and explaining things, but it's just I'm not that invested. Not so many cool moments, or these islands aren't so engaging to me. But I tried reading One Piece, and then I tried reading or catching up on Fragrant Flower, the fragrant flower that blooms with dignity, and that was also okay. It wasn't crazy. I was like, all right, this is something I'm reading because the mangaka is a woman, which is not to say that that makes her bad as a mangaka, but I think her experiences are different, and because it felt kind of corny. There's an arc where they were. I don't know if this is a spoiler. It's kind of not. I mean, not. It's not exactly a crazy plot point, but there's something that explains the rift between the two schools. The premise of the Fragrant Flowers of Dignity is that two students have this kind of forbidden romance because one boy goes to a bad school and then the girl goes to a very prestigious one, and there's an incident that explains why this rift even exists. And I mean, the thing is, it's an incident that caused bodily harm, and like it's fair, it's something that makes sense. But then the way that it's revealed is just the characters are like, I don't know how to describe it. They're told that it's an incident that involves bodily harm, and then they're like, "Oh my god, bodily harm," which I guess to be fair would be kind of crazy if it was something you heard in real life. But yeah, now that I'm talking about it and thinking out loud, it's kind of silly to say it's corny. I guess it makes sense. It does make sense, but it just felt corny because it's like, whoa, bodily harm. And I mean, maybe that's just because shonen typically has a decent bit of that. Uh, oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, that just kind of lacked impact for me. Not that specific plot point, but in trying to catch up after where I left off, I was like, okay, this just feels very normal and not very exciting. And then I read. Oh, I found this webtoon called The Boxer, and then that really kind of got me. I was like, hold on now. I was like, hold on now. I'm not sure. I think I just discovered it literally scrolling through this. I say literally as if it's something crazy, but yeah, I need to work on my vocabulary. It's not incredibly impressive, but found it just by scrolling through the popular page of a website, and I started reading it, and I was like, wow, this is something that seems very cool. And I kind of have just been wanting to get into martial arts, but I never got the chance to. Like my Buddhist temple growing up, we did karate, but it was kind of very lame karate. Sorry if any of my old mentors are watching this, which I highly doubt, but apologies in advance. But it wasn't self. It was just very flashy. Not even flashy. It wasn't very cool. It was just performance karate, and not very valuable self defense. And I wanted to take Muay Thai classes in high school, but then COVID hit and I did not have the opportunity to do it. So I I mean that didn't upset me too much, but I was just like, dang, that sucks. But now that I'm adult and I make money, make adult money, and I can make my own big boy choices, it's like, okay, maybe I could actually get into this. But issue right now is that I have to focus on locking in at work for the next 2 months so I can get a good bonus. Two, I have glasses, so I want to get contacts before anything. And my maybe I'll explain it a little bit better. My job has very specific metrics that you need to hit by the end of September because there's a bonus committee that evaluates your performance and you want to have your numbers look good. And so their decision is by the end of September or around the end of September. And so if my numbers don't look good by then I'm probably not going to get a bonus. I'm probably not going to get a good bonus. I speak English way too quickly, I realize. So I am going to want to lock in as much as possible for that. So I can't exactly take any time off to go to appointments. And so I have scheduled appointments for October. And so my eye appointment is in October. And I. What do I call it? Oh, good heavens. Uh. So I guess I could probably still go to a boxing gym and just box. But I think I'm going to wait, I guess. Uh. I guess I don't have. It's kind of. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't exactly put too much thought into it, but I do want to learn a martial art, and boxing does seem fun. I want to learn some self defense, and also one thing I was telling my friends is that I want to meet people who are like minded, or that is to say, passionate about things. And okay, hold on. Let me give myself some direction here before I continue. I was telling my friends that all right, we'll scratch that a second time, and this is the final time. All right, I have been wanting to meet new people, and I was trying to do that firstly through a pickleball league, and that didn't really feel very effective. And I was telling my friends that it didn't feel like I was meeting people who were competitive about pickleball like me, and I wanted to meet people who are competitive, and they were saying you're closing yourself off to new people, and you know what? They're probably right. But in any case, that was my mindset at the time, and I've been doing more thinking recently, and I realize that the passion that I'm looking for probably needs to come from within myself because I have made it a point not to externalize specific, or how do I phrase that? I've been careful. Hmm. Okay, I'm actually not sure how to phrase it very simply, but the idea is that I argue against the idea of relying on other people for specific feelings. And I think that right now, or what I've been trying to do has been trying to find passion in other people as opposed to being someone who has that passion themselves. And so I think my goal before was to meet new people who had this passion and could match my passion for growth and things. But I think what I need to do first is find something that I'm passionate about, properly passionate about. And okay, I was gonna say 2 points, but I'll make it three because pickleball, for example, is something that I do enjoy, but there isn't exactly, at least not that I can completely find, but competitive communities that are what's the what's the idea I'm trying to articulate? I guess communities that work for me, I guess, because interesting. I and this league that I was in was timely, and with my job, I can't have a consistent schedule. Uh, so if I can find a community that's worth driving for, then I think I would enjoy that. There is this park that has a ton of pickleball people, but I don't think it's exactly what I'm looking for. Because pickleball is a lot of wrist, or at least how I play, I kind of destroy my wrist and my forearms. In any case, boxing has been feeling like something I've just been wanting to pick up anyways, so I am going to try to find a gym that has bruh, late communities, or I don't know. I don't know. I assume that boxing communities are open late and specifically have people bonding over boxing. I don't know. I'm not actually articulating this idea very well, I'm sure. But in any case, I want to find a gym because of this webtoon that I just have been reading. And I guess even to explain the webtoon that I'm reading, it's called The Boxer. It's a webtoon about this dude who, I guess, funnily enough, has no passion for life and is trying to find this passion through boxing. And that's not the main reason why I have been wanting to go into boxing, but it was something. The characters that they introduce, the people that this main character goes up against in his fights, are characters who have very interesting backstories. And their motivations for boxing are all very different and very unique. And the structure of the storytelling honestly reminds me of old One Piece, where you connect to these characters, to these people before anything else. And I think that's honestly a part of what new One Piece has been missing. I feel like the focus is primarily on the new world, which I guess makes sense. But in any case, um, yeah, the backstories of these boxers have been the things getting me into boxing. And one specific backstory I'm trying to think of was I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm not even sure if I can exactly say it was these backstories that got me into boxing. As wow, oh wow, that's so sad for him. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if it was a specific backstory, but maybe just the idea that this is something that could bring me joy and passion, because I think I enjoy working out, I enjoy getting physical, and I think having that blend into something with a community is something that seems like a fun idea. And I don't know, I guess I just want to try my hand at boxing. But in any case, oh, wow, can I get anything I need? for my another shield rune. This is so sad. I was gonna enjoy that. Any case, yeah. So let me think. Pause to respond to my friend. But oh, let's see. I'll go back to OBS. But so let me think. But yeah, I want to do boxing, and I have been thinking about getting back into running. It's kind of there's a run club, or there are run clubs where I'm at. I'm around Atlanta. I don't need to be secret about that, really. But I don't know. I guess I literally just have to try new things and see where that leads me. And I think that's really the game of life. I think. Oh wow, what the fuck is this guy? I think it's interesting how I am now as a person because I think in the past I was holding myself back, and now I'm in a position where that's no longer the case, and I just have to try new things and push myself to try these new things. And I guess in a way, I am the one holding myself back, but not really. I don't think because I've been able to push myself to go to the gym. I've been less avoidant about life in general. I've been just trying to redirect energy towards things that are beneficial to me. And wow, these guys are just dying. Holy hell. But I don't know. I actually need to run first. That's I guess I got sidetracked. I was still talking about the things that I was focusing on in life. Like I've been going to the gym more often, and now a part of me wants to focus on eating healthier, but I have to get rid of all this leftover food that I have in my pantry. I don't want to toss it out. I want to eat it and make good use of it. And so I've been trying to be more consistent because I want to get leaner. I want to get bigger, get more muscle, and I'm trying to be consistent about that. And I really need to. I don't know. That's something I want to look in on. But oh, bro. I'm trying to think about the other thing I was trying to focus on. I don't even know. I've just been trying to not optimize life. I mean, in a way, I need to read more. I need to, or I'm thinking of. I saw this Instagram reel a while back about hobbies for different realms of life. And I think people have probably heard of this before. Spiritual hobbies, creative hobbies, uh, physical hobbies, social hobbies. I don't remember what the some hobby that helps you develop yourself, some self improvement hobby, if that counts. Um, ooh, fungal. Uh, but yeah, I've been trying to mix some of because you can't have time for 5 different fucking hobbies. So I think realistically you have to blend some of them somehow, some way. And I think I enjoy the idea of blending the physical slash social hobby. Creative one, for me, I don't feel like I'm very creative. I just enjoy reading, and I think that is a space for me to be with myself and sit with myself, I think. And so spiritually, I don't think I need much spiritual. If spiritual means self-care and care for my brain and just giving my brain time to recover and breathe from all the work that I've been doing, then I think honestly that's something I do with my girlfriend, and very fortunate to have her as a space for me to do that. Um, but so yeah, spiritually, physically, gym. I'm trying to think of what the fuck is this? I don't even know what this is. What is? I've never seen this guy before. Brand new to me. Holy shit, weird. In any case, the fuck is this a train in the realm? But yeah, I mean, and I'm trying, and my self improvement kind of thing is locking in at work and growing my financial literacy piece by piece, slowly but surely. Oh, what the fuck? Good heavens. Spectral Penitentiary. People going into this? We don't look very impressive here. But we're going in. Um wow. Holy shit. I don't know if this is very likely. Never mind. I need to buff up my character first. I need better loot. Holy shit. We are in the trench, world's oyster. Oh, howdy. Oh, never mind. They're gonna kill this thing. The fuck? What was I saying? Holy shit. Holy shit. My girlfriend described this as Undertale on crack. I'm not sure if people agree with that, but it's an interesting description. Um, Nadarian Reef. Um, yeah, I want to go to the Deep Sea Abyss. I want to also open up my protein shake. I'm so very fortunate. I burned my tongue on something. My tongue feels weird. What was I saying though? Uh, let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, I don't know. Life has been boring. Life has been strange. I think a part of that's because I don't have many friends in person. But we're working on that. I need to meet new people. I need to focus on making new friends, new connections, putting myself out there. I gotta do that. I think that's I gotta be the person that creates my own adventure and generates some stories worth telling. Because catching up with my friends, I feel like I have not many very exciting things going on. And I think well, a part of it probably have to be more honest with what's going on in my life because I don't think I've touched on much of my lack of passion currently or my feelings of boredom. I've just been bored. I've just been locked in on work, making more money now that I'm not withholding so much in state tax in my paycheck. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I probably mentioned that. But now I'm getting paid what I should be what I should have been getting paid. And now I have more money to spend on more money to put in my savings, more money to spend on clothes. Oh, wait, that's what I did. Oh, last weekend. I forgot to even mention that. I spent $360 on clothes, and I think I might be doing that again this weekend. We'll see. I don't know. I do want new performative clothes. I need a new shoe rack because my shoe rack is not working for me and my roommate. I'll say. Um, but are people going to this nest? I'll go into this nest. What the hell? The plague nest. Great ass. Go to this fucking. I'm going to this. Shit. Are people in here? 2 people are in here. 4 people are in here. This will be a pathetic clear if we do this. People gonna do this? I'll just fucking do this. Um, but yeah. So let me think. I say that. Oh, I mean, I got some good pieces. Oh, now I guess now I'm just generally updating on life now, which is what my goal was at the start. I just wanted my side tangent for whatever fucking reason. Um, but yeah, last weekend went to a mall to spend $360 on clothes. I was an extra in my friend's short film, so I had to get a whole new fit. So I bought dress shoes, black slacks, black sweatshirt to wear, and honestly, it was kind of a fire fit in my opinion. Not sure how well it fit in particular, but that guy just Nexus, bro. Oh my god, what was he doing? Um, holy fuck, they're chasing after me. Good heavens. Um, this clear's gonna take a while. That's okay. I don't gaff too much. Oh my god, am I gonna get fucked? It's more beneficial if I just for this character if I actually just don't clear this low key. Or I could just try for funsies. Yeah. Um, but so yeah, it was also National Girlfriend Day last week, so I made sure to give my girlfriend a special day. Although I'm realizing there are specific things I haven't done in a while that I should be doing, so gonna do that soon. Um, but so oh what the fuck? Random stat potion? But so yeah, brought my girlfriend to lunch, then brought her to the mall. We went shopping, and then oh good heavens, I we spent a lot of money, and let me think. Oh, there's a bomb threat at this place too. Right after we left, I was very surprised by that. Me and my girlfriend missed it by God, I don't even know what. I'm supposed to go up. Fuck, I cleared the wrong way. It's okay. I got 2 potions out of that kind of vibes. Um, looking very Asian right now. Oh, almost died. Not really. Kind of dangerous though. But yeah, then we went to dinner, and then I don't know what we did Sunday. Worked out. Been trying to get my girlfriend on the workout grind. She's been going to the gym with me. She's training for a half marathon. Let me think. Let me think about what else. I don't even remember what I did. Oh, we watched the Odyssey. Holy shit. The Odyssey was so fucking good. Oh my god. I forgot we watched the Odyssey. That was a that was a blast. Holy shit. The Odyssey was so worth watching. Oh my god. Genuinely peak cinema and unbelievable storytelling from Christopher Nolan. Production, the budget was very well spent. Watching an IMAX was worth it. I still kind of don't like Elliot Page as an actor. Uh, close this realm. I should just exit. Oh my gosh, this nest is taking. Okay, yeah, I'll just go. Oh my god. Oh good heavens. Yeah. All right, we out of here. But so, yeah, Odyssey was fucking fantastic. We left. We started watching it at 11 p.m. or the showing was at 11, and we got out at 2:30, but it was unbelievably peak. I want to rewatch it in IMAX 70mm, but I don't know when a showing is ever going to open because everything's booked for the next 3 weeks. It's actually unbelievable how booked it is. It's kind of insane. And I think I didn't get a potion? Bruh. I'm actually decently kind of close to max with how I haven't actually done many dungeons. Bro, bro, bro. Okay, gotta clear this shit, I guess. But yeah, Odyssey was peak. Blah blah blah. Let me think. I don't know. People were talking about how Spider-Man's gonna be movie of the year. I think the Odyssey's gonna be movie of the year because how the fuck is anything gonna top Spider-Man or the Odyssey? Correction, correction. Oops. I watched Spider-Man with my girlfriend today, and it wasn't bad. They mispronounced Ben Me. I'm like, they should be smart enough to know to be able to do their research and pronounce Ben Me properly, right? So that's unbelievable. Not actually. It was a good movie. I like the themes about growth, about accepting yourself, accepting change. It was well written in that regard, but I think it still lacked a bit of impact in some ways. Didn't feel very. It didn't feel like much like a standalone movie. You definitely had to watch some other stuff. The Punisher was in it, and I don't know when he saved the Punisher. I wait. Where when does Spider-Man? Maybe that is that a spoiler? That's no. I mean it's. Oh, is it just something that just? Oh, they just. Oh, so never mind. It's not something that we had to watch. Okay, I thought there was some lore shit. Okay, that's kind of strange to do. In any case, and maybe we want to watch Phase 4, the Phase 4 and Phase 5 stuff. I haven't seen much of the Phase 5 stuff though. I think Phase 4 is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about all their new shit. I thought Phase 4 was the same. I don't understand these phases, how they differentiate between them. But in any case, um, it was good enough where maybe we want to watch everything for Doomsday. Doomsday still feels. I don't understand what they're doing. Honestly, Marvel has felt just very weak, and I'm not exactly sure what the reason is. I'm not sure if it's because of the strike, but I feel like that was something that happened a bit ago. I'm not even sure if there's any specific. I mean, not that I'm even very informed. This strike was something I've heard about a while ago. I don't even know. I doubt it's still happening, honestly, but I don't know if it's just had some long-lasting effects, and they didn't clear for Janus, so that's fine. But yeah, in any case, oh god, it was good. It was good. Sadie Sink was in it. I enjoyed Sadie Sink in it. I enjoyed. I'm glad it didn't end where most people would have thought it would have ended. It made the antagonist was much more fleshed out. Uh, and I'm very glad. Actually, I'm trying. It's felt like a slightly above average movie for me. Like it had the production quality of a Spider-Man, but something about the writing, something about how they something about that movie just felt weak, and I can't necessarily describe. The characters just felt less like themselves to me. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. It felt like it was missing some. The tone of it just feels like it's not respecting. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. In all honesty, I think most people will enjoy it. I did not enjoy it that much. Uh, that's wrong to say. I feel like my expectations were not met. It was still enjoyable, but I was expecting more. I think I enjoyed No Way Home or just all the earlier movies more. Maybe not all of them. I don't know about the one with Mysterio, but eh, in any case, yeah, that was fine. Yesterday, not yeah, yesterday's Sunday. Yesterday I was an extra for a friend's short film, which is releasing. I don't know when, but it felt cool being on set. It was kind of a, it was fun meeting new. Oh, ow! It was fun meeting new people, being in a movie atmosphere, and I kind of don't know what else to say. I'm almost interested in. I'm not sure if acting is exactly something I am striving to do, but being an extra was an interesting experience. I think it's something I could just do for vibes. I don't know. Um, oh, I can't say some exciting facts for the near future. But I don't know. It was fun. Got free pizza. Had, oh, bruh, 4 potions. I'll take those. Yeah, okay, we're out of here. There's nothing. Um, battle pass. Click to open. Armor token. What the fuck? 5,000 fame. I have 5,000 fame. Um, yeah, I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning because they're starting at 8, or the initial call was at 8 o'clock, and I didn't expect it to be a full day of shooting, and I guess that's on me for not asking, because I had a friend who was also being an extra in it, and I probably should have asked her how she was getting ready for being an extra, but I did not. So, but that's okay. I got fed. There were snacks there. Cool people there. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I guess, fun doing new things. Not sure. I didn't get paid for anything, but it was fun. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of. I've kind of exhausted myself. I'm not tired, but I, how long have I been recording for? An hour? Okay. Well, honestly, I don't really have much else to say. I'll update if I get into boxing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the future I'm looking forward to right now. Spending time with my girlfriend, watching more anime, reading more shows, spending more time in the gym, getting more in shape, eating healthier. I gotta eat healthier. I gotta stop eating like shit. So I'm excited to get in better shape. I'm excited to eat healthier. I'm excited to do my due diligence to figure out what healthy eating is, and I'm looking forward to meeting new people, putting myself out there, looking forward to speaking better English, improve my public speaking, and getting my shit together. And I just kind of had the thought now that I'm in a leadership position for my job where I'm planning the company holiday party at the end of the year. So that's something that I'm doing, and I feel like I may have rushed some of the process, but that's okay. And hopefully, I did not fuck anything up royally. So I don't know. I'm putting myself in many positions to grow, and I think that that's what I need to keep doing for myself to discover, not discover who I am, but I guess grow into more of myself, because I think I'm in a lot of interesting positions. There are a lot of areas for me to grow in, and really, I could put this in my vault, but I don't know. I gotta just take care of myself and like I should be stretching more. I should be doing these squats. You know, fun fact, guys: the gold standard for movement is 5 minutes of movement every 30 minutes. But realistically, that feels like a lot in a day and age where you doom scroll and you lose 2 hours, or it feels like a lot in a time. I'm not sure what the exact phrasing I'm looking for is in a world where people, I don't know. It just feels like a lot of time. I'm sure, but am I gonna get? Oh, oh, sorry, dragon. Did not mean to attack your treasure chest there. Sorry, sorry. Did not mean to. You're gonna dead. Yep. Um, what I try to do at work: 10 squats every hour. Trying to remember what the only benefit I can remember. There was some research on that. The only benefit I can specifically remember is cutting your risk of diabetes. Not that I'm at risk of diabetes, but it's just good for you. If you can remember to do 10 squats every hour, why not? Like, it's not going to kill you. It's going to help you live longer, honestly, because sitting down for prolonged periods of time isn't great for your body. And your body is your temple. Or maybe that's not, I'm not exactly sure what the phrase is there. But take care of yourself. And I'm trying to think. Maybe I should be. It's just things are. There are things I feel like I should be doing, but I don't. Like being informed, listening to the news, and there's some degree of that is beneficial, but it has to be a choice. I think I've been getting swept up in just doing things just to do them, as opposed to thinking this is something that I want to do, something that is intentional, something I want to learn about, get more informed about, and I'm getting swayed by, oh, I don't know. I think a part of my issue is me not having enough time. Oh, this is unusual. Why is there a Court of Oryx? That's so strange. I've never seen this before. Why did the Court of Oryx just open up in... What? Okay, this is like a secret thing, but I don't know why... I don't know why this is... I don't know why that just showed up in the ancient ruins. I've never seen that before. What? Strange. What? I'll just layer of shade 10. Um, but yeah. I don't even remember what I was saying. I just kind of got caught off guard. But maybe I should be listening to the news. I should be staying informed as an American citizen. I should be trying to take care of myself. I should be meeting new people. I should be open to connection. I should be less avoidant about things. I should push myself to do things that make me uncomfortable and dive deep into understanding myself and why I am the way that I am. And I think I discovered one thing about myself this past weekend. There was something that upset me with my girlfriend, and her and I talked about it. And after having worked through and processed why it was a small thing, she didn't do anything crazy. I just was, oh my fuck! I almost got slaughtered. Oh good heavens! Um, but it was just something that had made me uncomfortable, and I was really trying to understand why that was to learn more about myself. And really, I think that's a big thing is, or I'm still learning what love is, what a relationship is, and I think a part of it is choosing someone who's worth the pain and the heartache. And a part of what makes someone worth it is their ability to be someone who supports you and hears you out when things are on your mind and things bother you. And if they don't do that, then hopefully they support you in other ways. But at least I'm very fortunate for my girlfriend to understand me and hear me out and take the time to pay attention to my feelings, or at least care enough about me to do that. And I realized I've just never had a safe space to open up and talk about myself and really be loved unconditionally without judgment. And a lot of me has been living in fear that I'll do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing, and that's bled into my social interactions and even some of the silliest, most mundane things of just saying hi to new people and greeting people, faces I see in the office, or putting myself into new situations and being comfortable with who I am. In a lot of small ways, I'm sure that I have not been taking care of myself in that way, or not in that way, but oh, good heavens, been but the things I've been wanting to do, I've been unable to because I haven't even realized that I've been needing some space to heal. Holy shit. Good heavens. Can you screw off? And yeah, I don't know. It's I guess life really is just a matter of some part of you gets put down and you work through it with or without someone and see how you become stronger as a result of it. Because the goal is never to cave into negative habits, I guess, but figuring out how you can replace them with good things that move you forward. Because I know, or at least I did know, what it was like to be miserable all the time, and I'm sure as shit not letting that happen again with how important life is in general right now. Because I mean, I do have. I'm sure if something went wrong, I would have my family behind me and other people, but I gotta be strong enough to care myself. I think I should at least. Um, and yeah, if part of that is me playing a Realm Mad God at 9 p.m. at night and recording a video yapping to myself, and God knows how many people are gonna watch this or have this in the background and be thinking, "What the fuck is he doing?" Then yeah, I don't know. Or if a part of it is actually, hold on, I'm trying to find a specific. Where? Bruh. Oh, there we are. That's one. Um, and I mean, I'm gonna find other ways, find other things to do for myself, and maybe one day I'll properly stop making these journals. Honestly, maybe not. I doubt it. But I'm gonna learn to interact with new people, make new friends, make sure life is an adventure, and make life worth living and full of passion. And right now, that's being done with Rebel the Mad God and me recording a video of myself, just talking to myself. But more exciting things to come. I hope I buy a bike soon. I hope I get fitted out in the next few months. What else am I looking forward to? Running, potentially? Getting more in shape? Who knows if I'll be in better shape in 2 months? Who knows if I'll have a newfound passion for something that's exciting? Maybe I'll read some new webtoons. Maybe I don't know, discover some shit. But in any case, it's been an hour 20 minutes, so I think I'll end this fucking video here. But thank y'all for watching. If anyone stayed till the end, I'm going to eventually make an Outlast Alien Isolation. Oh, Outlast or Alien Isolation? Shit, I think Alien Isolation. I'll upload a video and hopefully that'll be actually entertaining. But in any case, we out. So peace, y'all. Good night. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all are doing good. Yeah. Hopefully this was vibes. I don't know. But anyways, peace.